In this short segment, let me justify some of the answers on this handout. Obviously, you scroll to the bottom and check true and false yourself. But one of the things that I'm going to ask you to do for classwork is show. So for classwork, you're going to show me how number 4 and number 10 illustrate the distributive property. Also for classwork, you are going to justify this, and then you are also going to tell me for classwork how the answer, so obviously you can just go to the answer at the end, but how does the answer fit, this answer here, how does it fit with PEMDAS, right? We've always learned, you know, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or, you know, if you've just called it PEMDAS. So how do we square this away with this fact that we've always learned? So that's what you're going to do for the participation points today. But anyway, let's just go through a couple of these. So this is asking you to consider the product 32 and 26, right? That product, as opposed to the second problem asks you to find the sum. So if you're finding the sum, you add the tens, you add the ones, you're done. Okay, product we know, and we would know this based on looking at this problem this way, right, using partial products, that we have to multiply every place by every other place. Basically, we have to FOIL. Right? Now, a couple of these, like number 3, let me show you number 3 since 4 and 10 you're going to do on your own. But number 3, you're being asked if that's true, and it is. But I'm going to ask you to illustrate the distributive property on number 3. So the way that you would do that, in number 3, I have taken the 30 plus the 2. I've just replaced 30 with its equal, or 32 with its equal, which 32 equals 30 plus 2. And then I've multiplied it by 26. And I've shown then that I can distribute this here, and get the correct answer here. So this is number 3. Okay, so you'll do something very similar for number 4. And number 10, you'll also have to show me how this illustrates the distributive property. So think about replacing 27 with its equal, right? What minus what equals 27 that could help you show how this illustrates the distributive property. So just a couple other highlights on here. This rule, when we're adding, right? If I'm adding 2 numbers, if I add to one number, I've got to take away from the other number. All right, to make that legal for addition, because here I have simply added 0 to the problem. Now, if I've got a subtraction problem, the law of equal differences says add the same amount to both, or subtract the same amount from both. Because clearly, if I were to distribute this negative here, like say I tried to say that 8 was true, if I distributed that negative, I would get 95 plus 2 minus 38, and then I would get plus 2, right? Obviously, I didn't just change the appearance. I have changed the value of the expression by adding 4. Okay, so this is an incorrect attempt to use the law of equal differences. Let's see, do I want to talk about anything else here? I guess I don't. We did these the other day, right? These were done in the last video. So I think at the moment, other day, we are done.